The most memorable moments have been, I suppose, walking back from the car. Well, I say walking back, wheeling back from the car park one day and observing a family walking towards me with a youngster, probably cerebral palsy, in a walking frame, absolutely screaming his head off, crying his eyes out. And I said, "Excuse me," I said, "We don't care." I said, "We do have first aid on site. Has he fallen?" And Mum and Dad said, "No, hang on, you're Dave Thompson, aren't you?" I said, "Yeah, that's right." I said, "You're responsible for this show, aren't you?" He said, "You're responsible for my son being upset." And at the time I thought he was being very, very serious. And I said, "Well, sorry." I said, "What have I done?" He said, "No, Dave, I'm joking." He said, "But we brought him here today. He doesn't mix with children normally, but today he's actually been sort of playing with other disabled children for the first time. We've actually seen him become a young person." And what he was meaning was the son didn't want to go home, and his son was crying because he wanted to go back and play with the other children he'd been playing with at the park. I think that's one of the big things with Disability Awareness Day, is that it brings people together. And in many, many instances, I remember again a few years ago we had the Great Britain amputee football team playing a game of football. It was a demo match in the main arena, and I actually sort of wheeled up right behind, probably a grandson and grandmother talking, and grandson was saying, "Nan, have you realised that goalkeeper's got one hand?" And it's bringing those things to the town. That's not what Disability Awareness Day is solely about. It's about, really, we pushed it for the information, advice and guidance to promote new products and to show disabled people what is available. When you consider that 83% of disabled people acquire their disability during the working life, unless you're an absolute guru on the internet or you've got somebody in your family who already has a disability, most people don't know what they don't know. They don't know what's out there to do with equipment, they don't know what's out there to do with transport, they don't know what's out there to do with support. And most people, like me, probably go into that bit of a cocoon and a shell and try to ignore what's going on outside. But Disability Awareness Day is that can-do culture and brings it all to into a family atmosphere where people can bring the family, have a good day out, but also gain lots of information on disability. Yeah, I just can't thank the team enough. They won the Queen's Award for Voluntary Services. They were given the award in 2006. And Pam and I, my wife and I, went down to London to Buckingham Palace to pick up the award on behalf of the team. And it's magic moments like that that sort of really make it sort of quite cool. I've taken my hobby, which is scuba diving, and we hired a 15-foot, 4-foot deep paddling pool, swimming pool, and we put it up at the park. And for the last 6 years, we've had scuba diving in the park as part of one of our events in our sports area. And actually seeing disabled children mainly get out their wheelchairs and into a pool and experience that freedom of buoyancy underwater is amazing. Unfortunately, we can't do anything about the cold water. I do most of my diving in the Red Sea in 28 degrees temperature, but yeah, it's great to see sort of somebody, especially young disabled people, really enjoying themselves. And Dad's not got an age barrier at all, so it can be from from a very young child right the way up to the 80-odd, 90-odd-year-olds. And again, watching them experience things, and I'm sure there's plenty of 80 or 90-year-olds would love a Batex.